Some people walk into a room and instantly get respected, not because they are loud, not because they are rich, not because they try to impress anyone, but because of tiny habits, small behaviors your brain notices automatically. And the strange part? Most respected people don't even realize they're doing them. Today, I'll show you 7 tiny habits that silently change how people see you, using psychology, neuroscience, and real human behavior. Because respect is rarely demanded, it's built, one tiny action at a time. 1. Pause before you speak. Most people react instantly. They interrupt, over explain, talk too fast, fill silence because silence feels uncomfortable. But highly respected people do something different. They pause, just for 1 second. That tiny pause signals emotional control, and your brain automatically associates emotional control with authority. Psychologists call this response inhibition. It's linked to the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for self-control and decision-making. When someone pauses before speaking, people subconsciously think, this person is thinking carefully. This person is confident. This person doesn't need validation. Fast reactions often look emotional. Calm pauses look powerful. So next time someone asks you something difficult, don't rush, pause, breathe, then speak slowly. That 1 second changes everything. 2. Stop explaining yourself excessively. One of the fastest ways to lose respect is over-explaining every decision you make. I'm sorry I was late because traffic was bad, and then my phone died, and I know this sounds weird, but I might be wrong, but your brain does this because it wants approval. But excessive explaining signals insecurity. Confident people don't feel the need to justify every tiny action. They communicate clearly, then stop talking. The more unnecessary words you add, the more your authority drops. And neuroscience explains why. When you over-explain, your brain activates social threat circuits linked to fear of rejection. You start talking defensively instead of confidently. Respected people trust their own decisions, even when others disagree. So instead of, sorry if this sounds stupid, say, here's what I think. Simple, direct, powerful. 3. Keep your promises, especially tiny ones. Respect is built from consistency, not big speeches, tiny promises. I'll send it tonight. I'll wake up early tomorrow. I'll call you later. Every time you break small promises, people slowly stop trusting your words. And your own brain notices too. This is called self-integrity. When your actions repeatedly match your words, your brain builds internal confidence. You start trusting yourself more, and other people feel that energy immediately. But when your words and actions constantly conflict, your confidence quietly collapses. That's why disciplined people often look naturally respected. Their brain has evidence that they follow through. So start small. If you say, I'll do it, do it. Even tiny promises matter, especially the ones nobody sees. 4. Lower your voice slightly. People subconsciously associate calm voices with competence and emotional stability. Notice something interesting. The most respected person in the room is usually not the loudest. They often speak slower, lower, calmer. That instantly reduces social tension, and your brain interprets calmness as safety and strength. But nervous people do the opposite. Their voice speeds up, gets higher, more chaotic. Because anxiety activates the sympathetic nervous system, your body literally prepares for danger. So here's a tiny trick. Before speaking, slow down your breathing slightly. Your voice naturally becomes calmer, and calmer voices command more respect than louder voices ever will. 5. Maintain eye contact for 1 extra second. Not staring, not intimidation, just calm eye contact. Most people break eye contact too quickly because their brain interprets it as social pressure. But confident people can comfortably hold it for 1 extra second. That tiny difference changes how others perceive you. Eye contact signals confidence, presence, and emotional stability. But fake confidence creates aggressive eye contact. Real confidence creates relaxed eye contact. There's a huge difference. So next time someone speaks to you, actually look at them. Fully listen. Don't instantly look away every 2 seconds. Presence is rare now, and rare things get respected. 6. Stop trying to impress everyone. Ironically, the more desperately you try to be liked, the less respected you become. Because people can sense approval-seeking behavior almost instantly. Your brain changes when you crave validation. You laugh too hard, agree too quickly, hide your real opinions, act differently around different people, and eventually people stop trusting your authenticity. But respected people understand something powerful. Not everyone needs to like you. They stay polite, calm, respectful, but they don't perform for approval. And psychologically, authenticity creates trust. Humans are extremely good at detecting forced behavior. So stop trying to win every interaction. Instead, be genuine, be calm, be real. That creates deeper respect than pretending ever will. 7. Become comfortable with silence. This habit changes everything. Most people fear silence, so they constantly fill conversations with random words. But silence is not weakness. Comfortable silence signals confidence. It shows your brain is not panicking socially. In fact, high-status individuals often speak less, but with more intention. Because powerful communication is not about talking more. It's about saying meaningful things, slowly, clearly, at the right moment. Silence also increases perceived intelligence, because your brain assumes thoughtful people take time before responding. That's why calm people often appear wiser, even before they say anything important. So stop rushing to fill every quiet moment. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words ever could. Final message. Respect is not built through intimidation, or fake confidence, or trying to look superior. Real respect comes from emotional control. Tiny habits, tiny signals, tiny behaviors repeated daily. A calm pause, a kept promise, a steady voice, relaxed eye contact, comfortable silence. Small things. But over time, they completely change how people see you. And more importantly, how you see yourself. Because the moment you stop chasing validation, people start respecting your presence naturally. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Simple Actually for more science-backed videos about discipline, focus, confidence, sleep, and human psychology. And remember, the strongest people are usually the calmest people in the room.